Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that
Right, let's get back to the episode.
Right. Let's say hi.
Okay. Yeah, because all of that is like...
Yeah, we've just literally wasted another percentage on my
Yes,
phone.
we needed it. Okay. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
And I'm your host Emily, and today we are looking at scams.
Yes. We don't know how good this is going to be. It might be better than I think it is.
Or it might not.
Yeah, but either way...
We're taking a look.
Thanks for watching. Right.
We're taking a look at scams.
Yes. Whereas karma's still popping up for me. Right. So I am going to start with PayPal scams. Best scams I've ever seen.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I got an email.
Hang on. Are we promoting scams here?
We're promoting them, and just click on this link. And
Best scams about.
yeah, best scams about, or scams to watch out for, or click on this link, and I'll take all your money from your bank.
Voluntary.
Voluntary, yeah. It's up to you if you click on the link. It will be at the bottom of the YouTube video. Right. I've got
Like, follow, subscribe.
Oh yeah, like, follow, subscribe for more scams. I got an email from PayPal saying I had a fraudulent transaction from a Leslie lady. I don't know why she's a Leslie lady. Leslie friends. Anyway, and I had to call a number to cancel it within 24 hours.
Ooh.
So I signed into my PayPal and cancelled the £500 withdrawal request, and there was a note on it.
Oh, it was actually there.
The same email I received. I didn't know people could send notes with withdrawal requests.
Ooh.
So I thought the note was from PayPal. So I called the number, and some Indian guy tried to get me to do some weird website callteamview.com, which I found strange.
But still did it.
I questioned why it's a PayPal subdomain. I'm assuming she means subdomain. And they hung up. I then signed into my bank and transfer money and call the bank to stop payment and to close the account. Then Googled PayPal actual customer services number and called them. Thank goodness I did, because that message came from a scammer, not PayPal. Really clever to use PayPal notes to send messages. That way I got an actual email from PayPal. Best scam I've ever seen. You could fall for that.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I haven't got a PayPal.
I do. Never thought, just click this link. Never thought I'd be so close to getting scammed, seeing I'm a tech person. Has this ever happened to anyone?
But note how quickly they
clicked on as it was going. I
I
know someone that's been scammed as well. Has anyone received a withdrawal request with a note attached from the scammer and made it look like an actual PayPal fraud department? They almost had me.
mean, I get messages from PayPal, and I'm like, I don't even have a PayPal.
O2 keep ringing me.
So
Not with O2.
it's bizarre.
Yeah.
I keep getting Aviva. Now I am with Aviva, but they keep calling me to tell me that I can get better products or whatever
And you're
for
like,
less.
"Yes."
And I'm like, I've literally just updated it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, no, we can. There's cheaper. I'm like,
You're like, no, I'm
I've
good.
just spoken with you guys, as in the real Aviva.
Yeah.
I'm like, they message me probably every other week. Yesterday's one had one in yesterday. I'm like, you call me every other week. Like, please take me off your list, because
You're annoying me.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Or they're like, oh, you're a homeowner. I was like, yeah. They're like, oh, about your loft installation and getting. And I'm like, I live in a flat. And they're like, oh, And then they put the phone down.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't scam me.
Yeah, go away.
I'm unscammable.
Yeah, I'm
because I don't give a
unscammable.
shit and I have no money to buy stuff to be
Exactly.
scammed.
Try and take it out of the bank. Joke's on you.
Yeah,
There's
double
no
dog
money in the
failure.
bank.
Double dog failure.
Top comment.
Sorry.
I have been getting invoices scammed recently. Just started in the last week or two. Also, always for 479, but to different companies. One was a Bitcoin thing, another Greek squad. At the bottom of the email, disclaimer from PayPal themselves. Interesting. Yeah, be careful, people.
It's worse around Christmas time as well.
Always. But one of Harry's friends' mums,
Goldfish.
yeah, while we were at junior, so you know when the tax scam was going around, if you're self-employed,
Yeah.
she fell for it.
Oh god.
She paid twice. Then the bank contacted her. She managed to get one back. I don't know if she ever got the other 2,000 back.
Shit.
But that was the money she had saved for her taxes in a separate bank account. Because they were like, they put you through to coppers and all sorts. We've got a warrant, blah, blah, blah. When that was going round, I was like, mate, she went, I can't believe I fell for it. I was like, in the moment.
Yeah, the panic kicks
Yeah,
in,
where you're
doesn't
like,
it?
don't arrest me. Me, I'd be like, I could do with the break. Please
Yeah.
come get me now.
Come and get me.
Honestly.
You obviously know my address,
Yes,
right?
please come and do it. Do it now. Okay.
Fucking hell. Right.
It's more interesting than I thought.
That one was
After I picked it, I was
That
like,
was
is this
alright.
going to be a good podcast? Because I was like, don't, but actually it is raising awareness. Go.
Yeah, mine comes under informational purposes.
Oh, informational purposes only.
Yeah. My brother-in-law got scammed. Never saw this kind of scam before. So, my brother-in-law got scammed with what I think is a new combination of phone, online and physical scam. I'm just posting here so everyone can be on guard.
On guard.
I'll make a wish. What is that for twice now today? Anyway, stop. He received a call from his phone company telling him that he could get an iPhone 11 if he extended the contract for 18 months. The iPhone is an old model, so it was plausible to get it for an extended contract period. He accepted, so on the same call, they sent him a code to accept the new contract. It was a password reset code. 3 days later, he receives an iPhone 15 at his home, and after a few hours, a call from the company telling him that there was an error and they sent the wrong phone, and that they would send a delivery guy to get the iPhone 15 and give him the iPhone 11. The day after, he received another call telling him the iPhone 11 was delayed, but the delivery guy would go to his home to collect the iPhone 15. A delivery guy visited his home and collected the iPhone 15. After a few days, he calls back to the company and realizes he's been scammed. So he literally didn't receive the phone. The phone that he did get received, he sent back.
I've seen this scam.
It's gone. What happened is that the phone company has a store where if you are logged in, you can buy new phones and they charge it to your bill and send it to your home address with the information they had and the code and logged in the store. Okay, so hope this helps somebody in the future. I didn't know this one.
So I've seen a couple of videos actually, and this woman ended up here in the UK. This woman knocked on her door and he was like, so she gets the package. It was nothing she had done by ordering the phone. And then this bloke was like, I delivered a package here and I delivered it to the wrong address. She goes, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. The package had my address, my name, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, long story short, the police were involved in all sorts because this bloke keeps coming back, fucking mental. Give me my package! And she ends up calling the police, and now she's like barricaded. It's like a whole series on TikTok.
Oh my God.
And he keeps driving up and down the street because obviously they've ordered the phone in her name and all that. And yeah, so now the police are like, call 999 if he turns up. So he's driven past a couple of times, but he never got the package. So I don't know if she's sorting it out with whatever company it was. But same thing with Jenna. Not knocking on the door, but someone fraudulently rung her. She ended up ordering a new phone. They writ it off, but it was a scam.
Oh.
It's like a whole thing, babe. Because obviously, an iPhone is what, £1,000?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. So just the top comments were, there's a web page that they've put on, a YouTube page, that says Jim Browning did a video on this exact scam.
There you go, yeah.
And then the top comment then is a reminder that you should treat an interaction with your phone company like a bank, as your phone number is the 2FA key to many sensitive accounts. If a sensitive vendor calls me out of the blue, if I actually answer, I will say I'm not in a position to give this the proper attention right now. Can you call me whenever you will not be distracted, whatever. Most of the time they will push you to deal with it now or not call back while you contact the vendor via a known method of if concerned. Yeah,
there's some people on TikTok and they can talk in like grandma voices and all that, and she fucking winds these people up. And he's like, so basically the scam is they transfer you money,
yeah,
and then you, by doing whatever on your computer, you open up your hole and then they take everything.
Yeah.
So she lets them transfer, I believe it's a she, it might be a non-binary person. She lets them transfer the money, and then she's like, thank you so much, it makes such a difference. And they're like, give me the money back. And she's like, sorry dear. Like, it's amazing. I love all that shit. I think that's why I was like, let's do scams.
Let's do this.
Right. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. It happened to me, 30k gone. Yeah. Well, we are supposed to be close on our first home this upcoming Tuesday. Today we received an email stating closing was ready to go and that the closing costs were ready to wire transfer. The email, wiring instructions, address, names from our title company were all the same. Sent them the money at 1 p.m, noticed the scam around 8 p.m. Based on all the posts in this sub, I know there's no hope, but now we can't afford to buy our house, just absolutely devastated. I already checked the bank, called the bank, police, and did the FBI complaint. Just so upset and feel like idiots. There is an update. I've seen through enough comments about what I should have done. I'm getting comments about how obviously the email instructions could have been a scam. Well, obviously they weren't, but they looked almost identical. I don't need advice on what I should have done. I need advice on steps on what I can take now to warn the upcoming home buyers on these things. I don't know, as I am a young woman.
So someone knew she was buying.
Isn't it crazy and scary, babe?
So somebody who knew that was the process she was in.
Yeah.
And quite clearly knew she was at that point.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because I would be pointing all sorts of fingers.
Yeah, so mods have stepped in. I'm not going to bother reading this comment, but mods have stepped in and like, stop having a go at her. She's basically telling you what's happened to put awareness out.
Yeah.
It's done. And you're basically a lot of people are violating. I'm assuming they're calling her idiots and that, and I haven't been through. Somebody said there's something really broken about this entire process. People post here about this happening somewhat regularly. This person's basically saying, how is this happening? Do you know, I watch TikTok a lot, and a lot of rich people say never pay with your own money, always use a credit card. So you'll find that a lot of rich people, we're not yet, but we'll understand one day, they pay everything on credit card. So
Yes,
if anything,
you get your money back straight away on your credit card.
everything's covered always on a credit card. And
Debit card takes more time.
Of course.
But most of the time you can get it back. Sometimes not.
sometimes not. And that's the thing. If you pay on your credit card,
If you
you're
pay cash, you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Prove it.
But yeah, like I think that says something like about paying on your credit card and all that. That might in future be the safest way to go because
you
you
get
are.
a credit card.
As long as you can pay the balance straight back off,
Yeah.
you're fine. Like do it on your credit card, but not in that position either. So, but yeah, that's quite a scary one, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Because I feel like she was in a position where the person that did that to her potentially knew.
Yeah, how did they get all that info? That's what I'm saying.
So
though,
they've either got into her emails and could see that's where she was in the process, or they were something to do with one of the companies she was using.
It's scary. It is scary.
And someone who she should have been able to trust did that to her.
It is scary.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
I got scammed today and have never felt more stupid. It's really sad that everyone feels stupid.
But you
for
would.
it, but you
would.
do.
I would instantly be like, I'm such a fucking idiot.
Like, why did I not see
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Right. Victim of scam. I posted some pictures of myself in a subreddit last night and woke up to a PM of someone claiming to be an artist requesting to use
We've had that.
my photos for art. I'm sure you know where this is going.
Yeah, we've had it.
A few hours and a multitude of missed red flags later, he asked if I could deposit a check of $2,500 and give him $700 for art supplies. I did exactly what he told me to do, and bam, the fucker is gone without a trace. I didn't know what got into me. I don't know what got into me. I kept going back over the course of the entire chat and the fake checks and think, how the fuck did I not see this coming? I guess I've been a little desperate for extra money lately. I have a car with $5,900 left on it to pay, and I'm trying to pay it off as soon as possible. So the extra money would have really helped. I feel stupid and haven't told anyone about it. Just read it. I think the only people I'll ever tell this to are my future children, so they don't grow up to be as fucking stupid as me. This shit sucks.
I do feel for it. So we've had
Like in a desperate
this
state.
on Facebook on our business account on Facebook and TikTok. So the one on TikTok, I mean, the one on Facebook, I think I just completely ignored. The one on TikTok, I was like, they start by saying, "Can we have your picture?" And I was like, "Yeah, by all means, help yourself. You're gonna earn money from it. No, keep it all for yourself. No worries. Can we do that on and on?" And I'm like, no, you keep the money for yourself. You earn the money. You're doing the picture. You do. I'll sell it to millionaires. Yeah, all for you, babe.
You do that.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Fuck off.
So the top 10.
Go on.
The rule to follow. Don't send strangers money. That's it. There are 1,001 variants of the scam. They will all work by getting the victim to send the scammer money.
Do you know,
And in, don't send dick pics to anyone.
No.
Yes, that.
coming out this
Anyone
December.
includes wife of 50 years. Okay, someone's been hurt there.
Yeah, who wants a dick pic? Not us.
Alternatively, send them to absolutely everybody. No holds barred.
It's disgusting. What, the dick pic?
This is the advice my neighbour lives by. Sorry, it's gone completely off track.
No dick pics.
He posted a video publicly of him jacking off onto his Telegram. I know what Telegram is. Either not realising or not caring that Telegram audio, added his contacts. My husband got the video. We routinely quote it to each other. Oh my God. When you say we routinely quote it to each other, please tell me he speaks as well. What does he say in it? Right, we're off.
No,
track.
I want to know. Go back. What does he say in it?
We are so off track. All right, let me paint a picture for you. Guy is laying back in a tent on a warm, sunny day. Full nudity from the waist down, going to town on his junk with a one-star vibrator. What?
What's he doing with that?
I don't remember all of what was said, but the line we quote is, "Ball bangs are full." Oh, ball bags. I think that ball bags are full, followed by a passionate moan.
Ball bags are full.
I need to know the script portions that have made it into the everyday life, please. Anyway, slightly off track. We really do like a little bit of filth, don't we? Someone goes, awkward.
Ball bags are full.
Only awkward if you make it awkward. Dude likes jacking off, and my husband loves out of context porn, so it's a good time for everyone.
That's enough now. That's enough.
Yes, it's still going.
That's a different podcast.
Off track, off the beaten track.
Ooh.
Ball bags are full.
Ball bags are full. That might be new. That might be.
It's one of ours.
Might be brought into our stuff.
Welcome to
might add that into the song.
Welcome to middle-aged opinion. Ball bags are full.
Right. We have to put that in the song. We have to. We will. On the 12th day of Christmas, my ball bags are really full.
Yeah, we can do that.
People listening are like, what the fuck? Right, anyway. I got scammed by a guy on Grindr.
On Grindr? You fucking kidding me? Yes, that follows suit right now.
Really follows suit. I didn't know that's where you were going. Although I was like, keep reading.
That was not where I was at.
It was not. Right. Where do I even start with this? It's in the middle of the night here, and I'm still just so mad. More at myself for falling for any of this than anything. Also, I think I'm coming down with a fever. I'm writing this mainly for my own peace of mind, but also I want people like me to be aware of scams like this. It all started when this guy approached me on Grindr saying that he'll be on a business trip to where I live in the next week. And he just used the map to see some of his gay followers out there, which is how he found me. The whole time he was very friendly, never mentioned anything about money or anything. It was just like someone who tried to be your friend, for the record. I work for an international company, and I work with a lot of co-workers from overseas on a daily basis, and some of them are working in our office here right now. I think that's why I don't have much of a guard up as someone's supposed to have when it comes to foreign content. Anyways, back to the story. Not long ago, he told me that he had started to get ready for a trip, that he had a conference he needed to attend in Turkey. So he wanted to send his luggage first and asked me if I could hold it on that for him, since he didn't know anyone here. Maybe you can see where this is going. Now I'm thinking drugs. Anyway, today when the luggage
No, I know.
arrives,
Yeah.
that's fucking weird. Luggage arrives, supposedly. I was contacted by the shipper company, okay, that there are some custom and taxes that will need to be paid, and they can only accept local currency.
And cash.
Yeah. I begin the narrow and big-hearted, being the big-hearted person that I am, offer to pay without ever questioning it, not even a little bit. Of course, the guy did reimburse me, or at least pretended to do so, since the transfer will be done in 5 working days. Sadly, that's not the end of this, as they had seen how easy it was for me to pay, probably over fees keep coming up. Overseas fees keep coming up at this point. I somehow still haven't questioned it. In the end, I transfer about what equivalates to $5,000 US. The shipping company said they would start to ship the luggage to me now, and it should be here by noon. I said, great. But noon had come and gone, and there is no luggage. So I contacted them again. They said that the luggage is under police custody because apparently there was a huge amount of cash and gold in there, which they showed me a picture of when I asked them to, and they needed another $2,500 US. At this point, even someone as stupid as me started to get suspicious. I kept pressuring to talk to the local agent or to get the luggage myself in person, since there is no way I could pay again without seeing anything. Meanwhile, I contacted the guy on Grindr, informed him of the situation and why I could not pay again. The guy had the audacity to call me crying and pleading me to help him pay and promised to reimburse me.
No, please don't say you pay.
Somehow,
Oh no.
finally, that was my wake-up call.
Oh, thank goodness.
And I went to the police station and explained my situation, which was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever had to do. The officer at first thought I was involved in some kind of spicy chat and got annoyed, which is not the case, since there was never anything like that being talked about or sent between me and this guy. However, sadly, because of the nature that this is essentially an overseas crime, I did transfer the money willingly. It's gonna be pretty much impossible to track my money. I'm gonna say something very presumptuous here, which is that I honestly don't care too much about the money, which I think was part of the reason why I got into this mess in the first place. The thing that hurts me the most is the whole time I thought I was just helping out a friend or a potential friend. I didn't even think about starting a relationship with him or anything, at least not without meeting him in person first. I think about how I was researching good restaurants and attractions in the city for when he got here, and I feel so stupid at the point I even offered to pick him up from the airport and book a hotel for him. And I knew he must have laughed his arse off at me. Now that I'm out of this, I can look back and see all the signs that were there the entire time. I should have known something was up with this guy. That's on me now. Good luck, everyone, and stay safe. It's really sad.
It is sad, because actually, when you're acting on your good nature to be a good human being for other human beings,
Yeah.
and it's completely taken advantage
It's
of.
easy for other people on the outside to look at you and go, that's a scam.
Yeah, you idiot, what you're doing.
Yeah. But if you're in a moment, like I get how it happens, and you can never say it's never going to happen to me, because people are untrustworthy. Someone said, one thing I've learned from when I was on dating sites is to never give anyone any money, period. I've had girls who thought were real, and I was texting and they'd ask for £40 on Zilla for lunch. I don't know what that means. That was an immediate block. If anyone asked for a single dollar, just block them and move on. They can be asking for hundreds or just $1.
Yeah, but
block and move on.
they weren't asking for money, were they?
They weren't. I think even then, babe, depending on
He
what
did,
kind of, yeah.
but initially he wasn't the one saying, could I have?
No.
The guy was receiving messages saying, like, to release this, you've got to pay, and he was being a good guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he's been too hard. And then just this one, I had this with a Cash App, but I requested $30, and in their hasty greed, actually sent me the money. I brought myself a delightful lunch the next day. I'm assuming they said, pay, can we have this? And he was like, yeah, just let's see you legit send me 30 first. And then had his lunch. Someone said, awesome. The guy seems better. Thank you, everyone. He feels better about it. It's heartwarming to see everyone reaching out. So lovely. Moving on.
Yeah, being a bit more positive than just calling him a fool. Okay. A friend refuses to accept that he is being scammed.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
Okay.
I've got a family friend and co-worker, a man in his early 50s, who is caught up in a Sandra Bullock romance scam. He thinks she's going to marry him. And
Not Sandra Bullock.
But it's not the real Sandra Bullock.
But he thinks it is.
But it's romance scam.
Okay.
I don't know what film that would be, but anyway. Who's caught up in a Sandra Bullock romance scam. He thinks she's going to marry him and that he's going to be rich soon. What's heartbreaking about it is that he hasn't mentioned once what he would spend his money on, only about the money he's going to give away. He said he wanted to give my dad $1 million because he works too hard, and he's phoning people about how he's going to have money to pay back his debts.
You can send me some.
I'm almost certain he's giving them money. Oh, I'm almost certain he's giving them money. But I have no idea how much. He just bought a brand new iPhone 15 and I'm worried he's spending money he doesn't have but thinks he'll receive when he marries Sandra Bullock.
What a fucking twat.
I've read stories of people getting involved in some shady shit through these romance scams. I just hope he doesn't do anything that would get him into trouble. Does anybody who's experienced this situation before have any idea what to tell somebody who's caught up in this? Nobody has been feeding him his delusion. We all say, you know it's fake, right? And he will just turn around and walk away from us. I know I need to collect evidence to show him it isn't real, but I have absolutely no idea where to start. I've never been involved with something like this before. He's a nice guy and I think this has given him a lot of hope. How do I tell him it's not real, that he needs to stop before it goes any further without leaving him crushed?
I wonder if there's a way he can reach Sandra Bullock's personal team. Like an email, a tweet.
Isn't it weird? Why are we calling it Sandra Bullock?
Because he thinks that Sandra Bullock is in love with him and she's a multi-millionaire.
It's nuts.
I think that it would be beneficial to see if he can try and reach out. What are people saying?
Well, it's actually come up as quality contributor, so someone's given something decent. So keep one thing in mind. Your friend thinks that he's found 1, love.
Yeah.
2, a new wife that men the world over will envy him for.
Yeah.
3, the means to show people how much he cares about them. And 4, the answers to all of his financial problems.
I thought that, but I didn't win the lottery.
That's really powerful. When you come along come along with your evidence that Sandra Bullock isn't going to become his next wife, he loses all of that, and he gains A, not being loved, and B, being duped. It's going to be really hard for you to get him to trade 1, 2, and 3 and 4 for A and B. If this friend of yours has no doubts about this, it's going to be difficult, because what you really want to do is be there to affirm and amplify the doubts that he has. You're going to have a very hard time replacing your truth with his. Helping him find his way is a better truth. To a better truth is easier. I would suggest finding someone close to him who knows how to talk to him and asking that person to speak with him. The best way of getting this person to climb down from where they are is to have someone they trust help them.
I feel sorry for him. What, you know, you've got to be in a real delusion to think Sandra Bullock is actually...
And this person must be fucking good at what they're doing to him.
Yeah, to convince him that actually something. But I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if she's married or not.
Don't know.
Have a little look.
Sandra Bullock's not married.
I don't know. I know I'm sure she's adopted some children.
Yeah. I don't think she's married.
It's quite sad, really. I mean, like, mental health comes into play if you're that delusional, babe.
You got to think he's in his 50s as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, mental health is telling me that. Do we know? Did you just come up with your story?
No, I just wanted to see what come up with Sandra Bullock romance scam. Whether there was like.
Just see if she's in a relationship. I'm interested. I love Sandra Bullock.
She's not.
She's
a
dating
single
anyone.
woman. She's an amazing single woman.
When do you speak to her? You're in a delusion.
We
mates.
I like that. She's 60 years old.
Shut the front door.
Fucking
Please,
amazing.
Jesus.
Please let me be like that.
Oh my God.
Oh, she is. Look.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
No.
They're divorced.
They're divorced.
But she was married. I mean, he's rough
Yeah,
as
he
fuck.
was-
She's like one of the most beautiful women in the world, mate.
And she's so pure.
And she was in one of my favourite films, Practical Magic.
Yes, I love that. I love her in Miss Congeniality as well.
Right, shall I finish
And The
off?
Blind Side, I loved her in that.
Cried like a little bitch. But you know, the real bloke come out and like said that's not exactly how things went,
No, probably not.
which is quite sad. Anyway,
right.
taking us home. America is a scam to Sandra. America is a scam. There is no such thing as an American dream. Never was. Working hard just gets you more work. It is all a lie. Majority of citizens work jobs where they are constantly treated like shit from co-workers and management. HR is not your friend and they don't give a fuck. Everyone is being exploited. Minimum wage is not enough to afford rent, car expensive, groceries, hygiene products. I didn't say that right then either. Products. We barely get time off to do the things that we actually love and barely have a social life. All these companies kept rising prices out of greed. Food doesn't even fill me up like it used to. It feels like I'm eating cardboard. We work like slaves, making us constantly drained of energy, barely sleep. The food is all artificial trash filled with chemicals that kills us. And they want us brain dead and sick. Healthcare is trash and poor you if you end up in ER because the bill can leave you homeless. It's like everyone is one emergency away from losing it. And the best part, nothing can be done about it. I was always a top student, always excellent in school despite my horrific circumstances. Spent thousands on a business degree that's worthless now because companies want someone with 10 years of experience, always working hard in every job. I had and nothing has changed. Congrats to me. I see why people get into crime now. We're fucked one way or another. Good job in America. You won. I give up. Edit. I'm not interested in coming up with a solution right now. I suffer from depression and other mental health issues. I'll tell you why I read this in a minute. And I'm just fed up at the moment with my current position and finances. My point is, America shouldn't have to be working multiple jobs like me to be able to afford the bare minimum. Call it a breakdown or whatever you want. I'm tired and I'm not the only one. I got to take more than positivity and thinking and looking elsewhere to fix the nationwide issue. I feel hopeless at the moment, hence why I said give up. So I'm going to let you hit that first. Because he's saying not just America, England
worldwide.
is a scam.
Yeah, I feel it. I understand.
I agree.
And I don't think there's going to be many people, normal, everyday people who are going to say, no, you're wrong, mate. Like, we're all in it.
It's a scam.
We
it's
are
all a
in
fucking
it.
scam.
We have literally had all our different, positioning, had their pay rises, the NHS, the police, they've all had their pay rise that they've been arguing and protesting for. Just for him to go... We've got taxes going up by April by 5%. So everyone who's had their...
it all out.
What's the point?
Yeah, council tax,
everything,
taxes, it's all... And he's right. Everyone... Yeah, but that's why I read it, right? Because when I was like, he's right on every single fucking level. And the thing is, right, so now the government are like, 100% there's definitely aliens. 100% million. We're telling you that they're there. And the reason no one gives a fuck is because we can't afford to fucking live. So no one
can't afford to care.
No one is worried that there's aliens and we might all fucking die. In fact, half of us are going sweet.
Maybe they'll put something right.
Yeah, because the way that things are,
maybe they eat rich people.
They take from Peter and give to Paul. It's like, it's a fucking joke. Like, there is no solution that anyone can think of because this bloke has hit the nail on the head.
No, it's harsh. It's a harsh reality.
It's a harsh truth.
Yeah.
And what's worse in America, I tell you something else that's really pissed me off, and I really don't give a fuck, yeah? So in America, obviously, they have to pay for their healthcare, and it ain't no fucking joke, yeah? So some people can't afford insurance, hence they don't even pay, like here in the UK, we pay a small amount if we hit our cars or whatever, right? But there it's like, say, $1,000. And then the insurance will cover the rest. Well, some people can't even afford that insurance. So they haven't got any insurance or money to put down. So like this bloke said, you're left homeless, right? So you've got to look at it like that. So here in the UK, at the moment, the waiting times on the NHS are mental. It's really difficult to see a doctor. I can't complain too much because I'm just saying what's going on, right?
And the general rule right now.
And then they just announced that any immigrants will get private healthcare and the rest of us will continue to wait on the NHS waiting list. And they're doing it so the migrants don't take up any more time on the NHS waiting list. Well, here's a fucking idea for you. How about the people that have waited longest on the waiting list receive, wherever you're from, I don't give a fuck, right? Receive your health care from the private thingy-bobs, and that is actually what's going to get the waiting list down. Tell me how that doesn't make more sense than people that have waited years or months, and then you want to treat people that have just come to the country. Let's take the people at the top of the list, send them to the private, add the other people on, and then we keep a fair system. People don't get pissed off. It's fucking mental.
It's mental. That goes with everything, not just the health. It goes for the home, like the housing.
Yeah, there is no housing.
Our very own veterans on the street, but yet they've closed down hotels and chats
all across England. So, and it's like, it does
So
sound...
why could we not do that for our veterans?
Yeah.
Why could we not
And
take
we
a hotel?
don't personally, I don't give a fuck where you've come. I really don't give a fuck.
don't.
I think the variety is what makes London and the UK great. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when you are fucking someone over to help somebody else, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Let's all stop this nonsense and help each other, but the government just do the weirdest shit ever. So yeah, when I read that, I was like, that is a fucking rant waiting
It's like
to happen.
Trigger warning. Trigger
Do you reckon
warning.
it's a trigger warning?
Honestly, it
I mean,
sets
we could-
people off. If you said that in front of my dad, oh my god, he'd be gone.
About what? What do you mean?
What you just said. That whole he would have been.
Do you
lit-
think
he
that
would
makes
have been
me
telling
sound
you about
racist
it.
or discriminate?
No, it sounds like a whole bunch of people, really, and it is a whole. It's not just you. It's just not me. It's a whole bunch of countries
Yeah.
that are just tired of being put second to somebody else when actually we've put into the country,
We give away millions.
and yet we're not getting back. UK is a brilliant place to come because they got this, they got that. Yeah, but
Yeah.
nobody actually who lives here benefits from it because
It's just the whole world's gone fucking
everybody
mad.
else gets it first.
I just don't understand it. I don't really understand what's happening, and I think that for me is because it's not me personally that it's affecting
not.
right now. Like, it's not affecting me. I'm not on the NHS waiting list. I barely see the doctor. Who could be fucked? Do you know what I mean? But
Go and get a paracetamol.
I'm
Not
just-
from Wilkinson's.
yeah.
She won't let you have them.
and I just think that watching stuff happen and seeing people get enraged, people try and change the narrative and say, "Oh, you're racist," or "You're but that's not what's happening.
That's not what's happening.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody cares about that. I just think it's time
If
that
there is a queue,
join
then
it.
the new people join the back of the queue.
Yeah.
You don't get to jump the queue.
Right. Yeah.
And actually, if we're going to use private, the people at the front get to use the private. Whatever's coming next, those people at the front get it next.
That's how I see it. That makes more
Because-
sense.
We are British and we queue.
Yeah.
We are polite in the
Yeah,
system
yeah.
of queuing.
You can't just decide
Who's
that
next?
problem.
The person
yeah.
at the front.
Yeah, unless there's emergencies, of course, it's like A&E.
And the person at the front don't mind if it's an emergency.
Right.
But they do when you've been waiting years and then somebody else rocks up and goes, and they're like, oh, you go private.
of course, and that's the thing. You
What?
know, the media want people to believe that everyone in England is racist and discriminate, and it's against this culture and that. You're twisting the narrative. The problem is what we've just said it is. That's the problem. Nobody
People are
here
tired.
in the UK honestly gives a fuck where you're from or what you do or anything. We really don't care. The problem is that you're putting one human life in front of another when get in the fucking queue like everybody else and wait. Unless you've got an emergency, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Step aside. But that
It is
is the
nothing to do with anything of your ethnic origin or
It's
your
annoying
background
me.
or the colour
Nobody
of your
cares.
skin or the language you talk. None of that is
Exactly.
It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
So I think as humans, we all need to step up, mate, and do better. Otherwise,
Yeah.
the aliens really are going to come out to sea and wipe us all out. And I, for one, am going to join them.
Right, I feel like I've got one more.
Yeah, you need to like take us home because that was a proper rant. I know. It's worse than that woman.
I accidentally scammed a scammer.
Good.
All right, it's okay.
Good.
It's okay. Don't throw your drink on me. I had a £15,000 item on eBay once,
Okay.
and
Fucking
someone bought it. I was on top of things, so I shipped it out the same day. The next day, the person messaged me saying to send it to a different address than what was on their account. I knew that scam, but I had already sent it. I expected them to try to get their money back, so I went to the post office and filled out the form to recall the item. A few days later, I had it back and put it back up for sale again. I kept an eye on the scammer's account, waiting for them to claim that they never got the item, and one day saw that they deleted their account and I got to keep the money. I ended up getting 3,000 or 30. I said,
I know you meant
you know what,
1,500.
I said
yeah,
1,500 and that's 1,300, but that's, 1,500, 30.
Yeah.
For that thing. Thanks for the extra money, scammer.
What a twat.
How did they end up with double the money?
Because they paid for it, then they would have said they never got it.
Yeah, so then the money...
They would have claimed the money back and kept the item. Does that make sense? So when he sent it, they would have said never got it, it was the wrong address.
Yeah.
Right? They would have had the item that's worth 1,500.
Yeah, but if it was his item and he sent it...
Yeah, but they would have claimed the money back. So the scammer sent the money for the item. The buyer shipped the item.
He claimed it back because
he would have claimed it back. Yes. So the scammer would have initially claimed back the 1,500 and kept the item. That's the scam. That people do it all the time. When Alfie was selling one of his computer parts, I said I wrote on there cash on delivery sold as seen, because a lot of times they pick up the item, get back, and they're like, this is shit, and like claim money back. It's a really dangerous game, babe, to do anything.
Yeah. And then it just went into like loads of people going, yeah, I've done this too. Yeah, this happened to me.
Yeah, because
very much so.
The scammers are like everywhere, baby. It's like a thing. I watched some woman crying on TikTok.
It really is a thing.
I watched some woman crying on TikTok. Yesterday, she's pissed off with TikTok because she sells on their shop.
Mm-hmm.
And she sells like these cards. I don't know. I think they're to fill time, but you could give them to small children for learning. But I don't know if it's more of an autistic thing. Anyway, so she sent this 50 quid item to this buyer.
Yeah.
They sent it back.
Yeah. And
the person that taken it out of all its packaging, chewed all the corners. Obviously the child or a dog or whatever has chewed it all up. They've sent it back, and so now she's got an item she can't sell, and they've taken the 50 quid back. So that's what people do, babe. It's so bad.
Yeah.
Or they say didn't receive, or send back a different item. It's like a whole thing, babe, that people are doing at the minute. And what they're forgetting is they think that these people have loads of money, but actually they don't. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Sorry about my rant.
It was a very ranty one, though, wasn't it?
It was.
The whole...
But I could completely
whole
relate.
Scammy thing.
Yeah, I could relate with what you're saying, that everything's a
not just that one, but like the whole scam profile is...
Yeah.
You can really sort of...
Yeah, but I understand that everything feels really messed up at the moment. It feels a bit weird, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, that's what we were talking about with the aliens. Like, no one cares because everything's so bad. How bad is it that we don't even care about aliens? We're like, oh well, it sounds great.
Where have they been found?
In the sea.
Yeah, but what sea?
I don't fucking know. I don't know these aliens personally. Maybe that's what grabbed your leg when we swam from the shore to the inflatables. Don't just Google aliens, but in the sea.
Aliens.
That's a scary fucker.
I know that.
I know that's from the new Prometheus or whatever.
Aliens in the sea.
Okay.
Show results for
top stories.
The alien life forms discovered in the deep ocean. What ocean?
What does it matter? Are you going?
Is it close to us or is it a little bit further away? Like, are they walking up on our shores? Because we ain't got space. Or are they off somewhere else? Like, and they're going to be on Hawaii.
I want to live under the sea.
I'm not in any rush to get to Hawaii.
I want to know if there's mermaids more than I want to know if there's aliens.
Well, we might need to speak to the aliens then.
Yeah,
you know?
Do come round. Have you listened to the podcast?
Yeah, but look, the alien life forms discovered in the deep ocean. Oh, I just don't know whether we've got time for this bullshit.
I don't think it's bullshit. I'm a little bit excited about it all. Although I feel like, didn't they confirm?
Are you serious?
No, I'm going to Google it.
What are you doing?
Didn't didn't they confirm last year that there were aliens? You go,
In this report, it's striking to me that regarding the descriptions of experiences,
they've changed the name as well from UFO to something else.
several of them include biological effects and several do not. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
Some look better humans than us apparently, very AI-like.
Triangular craft.
UFO could be operated from secret alien base beneath our oceans.
Telling you,
Including feelings of unease.
Aliens in the ocean. Congress latest hearing on UFO explained. That's what you're watching now, isn't
they
it?
said that a lot of our intelligence comes from them. We've always said that, love.
I'm not
That ain't
gonna
no
think
fucking
that
shock,
image,
is it?
That image of their UFO
Yeah.
looks like the Starship Enterprise. So fuck off with all of this bullshit.
So you think Scotty's in there?
I doubt he's in there.
You don't know that.
I mean, I'm not being funny here. They're saying deep blue ocean.
Stop
but
whatever you're doing.
this ain't
You will
it.
hear a lot over the next few days that aliens have been found by the US government.
Have they
in
been
the
found
ocean.
though?
I'm a physicist.
Actual.
Apparently.
What, an actual
I'm not-
physical
Can
alien?
anyone that works for the US government give us a ring?
Hey.
In this hearing,
You can email us at middleagedopinion.com and just let us know.
evidence of advanced alien technologies for decades.
Let me be clear. UAP are real.
UAP.
Advanced technologies not made by our government
AP.
are monitoring
That's what they're
sensitive
calling them
military
now.
installations around the globe. Furthermore, the U.S. is in possession of UAP technologies, as are some of our adversaries.
They presented 757 reports of
Okay.
these UAPs between May last year and June of this year. Most of these were ruled out as being birds,
What's a
clouds,
UAP?
balloons, or even false positives, but 21 of them
'Cause it's-
seemed real.
Just put UAP alien
just-
meaning. There you go. Unidentified flying object. Oh.
No, UAP.
No evidence has been put forward to suggest that these detections are anything but a foreign government's technology, something made by a
Uniform
private company, or even
Partnership
just a false
Act.
alarm.
That ain't it.
See if I can see.
Unidentified anonymous phenomena.
There you go. That's it. I heard that. Yeah.
How is that a UFO?
I don't know. I'm going. Oh, I got pee. Ow.
See you later, guys.
Love you. Sorry about the rain.
Be careful with the scamming.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't give strangers money.
Not even one p.
No. Strangers and money.
And remember,
Lot.
you ain't got no
Lot.
money. We ain't
Lot.
got no money. Take care, peeps.
Bye bye.
Wow. What do you think of that? I think. What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything that she's